Fans, haters, hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Erica and we're doing a little bit of a road trip right now. I just felt like I wanted to just pick y'all up and hang for the weekend. I'm actually having a fun weekend. Not that my weekends aren't usually fun, but I'm like doing something. I'm actually going to one of my best friend's houses in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I'm excited for a little bit of a road trip, a little bit of girl time, and just exploring like her city and whatnot. If you don't know, also Scranton is like where the Office TV show like is based out of. So I think we might do a couple things like see like the sign and stuff like that. I think is actually like now like in a mall touristy attraction, but I'm excited. I think I've definitely needed like a kind of weekend to myself, or like a weekend away I should say. And in general, like I feel like I've just not been as chatty with you guys. I feel like I've been posting a lot on like Instagram and still on YouTube, but I feel like some of them have been a little bit more of my like focus videos, I like to call them. So they're not as much vlog style, they're more than like my Honor Active review, or like I did a whole video about books. And I think there's been multiple reasons for that. I've not been vlogging for a few reasons. I think towards the end of July, I was having like so much anxiety. I was having so much anxiety, and I had probably a solid like week and a half, maybe 2 weeks fully, that like every day it just felt like something was like coming out of my chest and like up my neck and just like slowly squeezing. And I think I mentioned this in a vlog. I think I did like a random day vlog not too long ago to try and help myself get out of that slump, and it did help. Like the vlogging did help, but I think it was weird because it's like I both needed to actually be by myself and get to a little bit more of the reasons to why I was having such like severe anxiety, but then I also completely switched and have like really been enjoying my alone time. And I think reading has been a big part of that. I've really been enjoying just like sitting with a good book, reading, and I've had some days that I felt like I could cry in a good way from being so content and so happy that I like wanted to cry. And so it's funny how I went from a super low dip and just again super bad anxiety to then very like high. I tend to be a bit pretty, like I think at least, outgoing person, definitely a little bit more of an extrovert, and I definitely thrive off of like energy from other people. So when you are going to big events or having big things happen, it's easy to then especially like have that be something to fuel like those really like, you know, dopamine happy moments for a few days, but then have a really bad dip from that. And I was so happy the fact that like my like high wasn't from an event, it wasn't from being around people, it was just from like purely being content with myself. And it honestly just felt so beautiful, like sitting in my porch reading, which I feel like you guys have known, like right now that is my absolute favorite place. I think honestly in the entire friggin' state of New York is sitting in my back porch with a book. I got myself a fake plant, but yeah, I'm happy. I feel like I'm feeling definitely a little bit more myself again. And again, I've just been now the opposite. I've not been vlogging almost because I've been so happy that I just want to keep being in the moment fully. And I feel like if you don't vlog or do some content, I don't know if any of this will make sense to you, but yeah, that's just been how I'm feeling. Very excited. I'm excited for the weekend. I'm excited to see Maria. I haven't seen her. You guys have met her a couple times, I think, in vlogs. And just in case you don't know who she is one of my best friends. We do the same job, but for different like institutions. So she lives in Pennsylvania, and we used to be able to see each other. So we used to basically travel in the same area. So we used to see each other all the time throughout like New Jersey a lot. And basically because of different changes, I've told you guys before, I've been in different states, she's been in different states, and again, she just lives in Pennsylvania, so no matter what, I'm never going to see her that often, but especially then, not being in the same states when we are doing work stuff, I've just not seen her as much as I have in the past. The last time I saw her, I think I was actually at her house, and I want to say that was probably like March, unless actually, oh, it might have been far enough, it might have been like November. basically, I don't get to see her very often again because different states, stuff like that. So I'm really excited for a weekend away. Just some girl time, probably some outdoorsy stuff. Maria loves coffee. She's like a coffee, like, not to say snob, but she's a coffee snob. Like, and like, if I do lots of gym content, she does like lots of coffee content. Like, you can always count on her to have a good coffee recommendation for any of the places that she goes to. Gonna vlog throughout the weekend. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm so happy. Okay, so
interview. They're way together as one.
okay.
The phase 2 interview. Once I submit the application again, if it's more than a couple days, I'll reach out to Serena, my contact, be like, hey, I reapplied, just want to make sure everything's squared away. And then
and you would then go to Quantico.
and go to Quantico.
That's so great. Like, you might end up in Quantico. Are we allowed to talk to you while you're in Quantico?
And just
Classified. We're basically at an adult arcade. You're doing good considering you didn't know what to do at first. Oh no! Scranton, what the electric city? Scranton, what the electric city?
Sorry.
Friends and haters, hello. It's been a bit since I chatted because yesterday, after the drive, I think I showed you. Oh, Maria, hello.
Hello.
Showed y'all a little bit about what's the word called? The drive. Showed you the food that we had. We had some really good food at this place called Backyard. The Backyard.
Backyard Ale House.
Backyard Ale House. If you are ever in Scranton area, Pennsylvania, and you like beer, talk about a phenomenal beer list, both draft and bottles. Really impressive. I got some buffalo chicken tacos, really good. Discovered that apparently in Scranton they do marshmallow dip sauce for french fries, sweet potato fries specifically. Life changing. I want to bathe in it. Then we went to Bartari, which is like a very much like Dave and Buster's but more like local, so it's like, you know, good beer and what's the thing called, pinball games,
Skee ball.
yeah, what are they called? Arcade games.
Yeah, arcade games.
So arcade games. And today, definitely had a bit of a lazy day because we stayed up till like 3. And we're here at Maria's like favorite. Is this your favorite place? Yeah. So we're at Maria's favorite coffee place, which is Electric City Roasting Co. Roastery Co. I don't know. That's grand. But it's so funny because it's just like not to say it's a hole in a wall, but it's like this like incredible coffee roastery that's literally nestled in like outside of a park, but like inside of a building that's like got like a repair shop on one side and like apartments on the other, and it's just like you wouldn't know it was here if you weren't trying to come here, I feel like. And it's phenomenal. I got something that's like basically a root beer float but with cold brew. Phenomenal. And what did you get?
I got cold brew with a vanilla strawberry cold foam. Pretty good.
And it's a great time, so definitely getting the Scranton experience, the Scrantonian experience.
So chill.
This is fun.
What?
This is like a cute, like I feel like this would be the type of place where I feel like I would love to just like, do people swim in here ever?
Not like swim, but like this is like,
Or, like,
way
wade?
too high
Okay.
for like swimming. I would not recommend that.
Really?
But, like, if it gets like really low sometimes, so much so that like Tyler and I have like sat on like those rocks
ones?
that like
Okay.
are covered underwater, and you can like put your feet in.
I'm getting the Taylor Swift treatment. Driving in your Benz, thinking she's been dressing for revenge. love the old-fashioned train. So is this this? It's like an old-fashioned train.
Yeah. Well, that's what. So we still have like a
Steam trains.
Yeah, it's like runs through steam. I know it's a little. I forget like what it is too. Like it's either like there's like a handful in the country.
What, this, like,
we're like known for them or
It's
something.
like a little train graveyard that we're over right now. It's crazy looking.
And you can, like,
Oh, that's a little train graveyard. So cool looking. Oh, look at it go! No, that was so cool. The first time it whistled, I lost my mind. What's he doing? Is he switching something? Is he physically changing? Is he changing the track? That's cool. So he just somehow he changed part of the track. Oh, interesting. It's like a sandwich almost.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so it's like a Coney dog, a Texas wiener.
Texas wiener at Coney Island, the original.
That's a good freaking hot dog. I don't know what's on it. There's something on it.
I think it's like their special chili.
Look at the cheesy sauce.
Oh.
Mustard.
Mustard, okay.
That's a special mustard. We were at like a beer place. I think there's also treats and stuff like that too, but like some really cool like craft beers. This is a Distill Dill Pickle Sour. It's a Gose Ale with Sucker Punch Pickle Wine and coriander. So it's like essentially a pickle sour beer. And it smells aggressively like pickles.
Our cousin Megan gets married tomorrow. That's really good though. Sigmeyer.
That's pickles. That's pickles.
Must have probably.
Okay. Okay. It's like really thin crust. It's like flatter than flat, thin crust. I wouldn't be like, wow, Pennsylvania pizza, you know? But like, the flavor's really good. It's like so flat. Like it's like thinner than like thin crust.